Hello, good morning. This is our third in our recent series of live stream broadcasts under the title of Humanity at a Crossroads. And we're using these broadcasts as a way to look forward to the events that are going to take place on World Speech Day, March the 15th, under the title of Humanity at a Crossroads. And while that's the title for or theme for our speeches overall for this year, it also covers one of the most central events 2021, which is our global virtual event, the World Tour. So I'm delighted to be talking to Peter Ng from Singapore, who is the mastermind behind this global virtual event. He's putting in a tremendous amount of effort and resource and enthusiasm, him and Suzanne, to making it all come together. So it's a great opportunity to chat to Peter and to just get an update from him about the preparations, how things are going, and what we can all look forward to on March the 15th. So great to have you here with us, Peter. And could you just give us a kind of thumbnail of World Speech Day live, the World Tour, what you have planned, and what we can expect on the 15th?
Right. Hi, Simon. It's so nice to meet you again, and thank you for inviting me on your show. And it's really an honor since that first World Speech Day event that we organized on the first year, 2016, 15th of March. Well, it's a one-of-a-kind event for only 35 countries back then, and by now it's grown. I heard the last heard from Suzanne is 103 countries, and we feel proud that World Speech Day has come such a long way. Now, what's happening this year? What is so interesting about this year is, well, we are planning to bring the entire world together on one single platform, on websites, on YouTube, on Facebook, all possible social media where we can live stream on. And this means that 103 countries at is individual crossover timing, just like New Year's Eve, yeah, from when the clock strikes at 12 midnight in each of the country. Each of these countries' speaker will cross over and start speaking an hour before midnight till an hour after midnight for all the unexpected voices, and it will go around the world. Yeah, it may seem like 24 hours for everybody, but in actual fact, in a little studio here in Singapore, it is actually more than 32 hours as we have counted it. Yeah, Simon.
Wonderful, wonderful. And how are people going to be able to get involved in the broadcast, Peter? Do they sign up? Where do they sign up? How's it going to work as far as you can see?
As it is, every night we are running a Zoom session, a Zoom info session. We have between 5 to 10 folks from all over the world, all ages, from as young as 16 or 18 years old to, well, the most senior one we have met is in the 70s for now. Yes, and they can just pop by worldspeechday.live. Let me spell that for you. WORD, or rather, let me spell that for our audience. I'm sure you know the site. WORLDSPEECHDAY.LIVE. Just click on the RSVP for the Zoom info session, and automatically you'll be registered for one of the info sessions all the way from now to 2nd of March, I believe we have set up to.
Okay, great. That's a nice, simple way for people to organize. And let's just have a sort of a kind of an imagination of what's actually going to be going on. Are individual speakers able to contribute as individuals, and are organizations able to contribute? What do you expect the participation to be like? What sort of response?
So far, where we are in Asia, we have in the range of about 200 plus speakers who have came by our Zoom info session, and they have committed to bring in their fellow speakers who are so passionate to lend an unexpected voice for our team this year, Humanity at the Crossroads. And on top of that, some of them belong to organizations are now seeking approval from their organization to create an organizational event. So I'm quite certain by the time we hit or before 15th of March, there will be multiple organizations coming in. So as we know, organizations are probably organizing their activities in a more godly hour, if you like, and sort of like maybe an office hour 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. in each of the countries. Now that's why we are inviting all the unexpected voice individual speakers to come during the crossover hour from 11 p.m. to 1 a.m. and leaving the more regular office hours to organization running a larger scale event for the speakers. It could be in university, it could be a Montessori. So far, we have received especially from educational institution, universities, quite a number of applications that they want to organize events.
Okay, so say I'm a university debate team based in the United States, and I want to take part. Am I able to get a kind of a slot in the schedule whereby I can gather my speakers together, create a little event, and then build an audience around it at a specific time? Is there that possibility?
Well, definitely a possibility. The most important thing is to iron out their time frame within their local, the local time zone. As soon as we have that local time zone identified, that is where we will broadcast a message out to all the audience that has already been signing up, including the speakers that has been signing up, and keep them informed about all the different schedules around the world. Yeah, on top of that, all this live feed from wherever the organizations are is going to be feed into our video switches, our apps here in our studio in Singapore, and rebroadcast to a few of the key platform like the website itself, Word Speech Day Live, Word Speech Day, the YouTube channels, yeah, and even Facebook community. So they will not miss it no matter what. And on top of that, we have multiple breakout room and Zoom rooms to cater to more than one group of speaker at the same time. So I feel that that level of redundancy should be able to cover most part of the world. If need be, we will add in more resources to cater to more people who are coming in as we speak now. Yes.
So that sounds terrific on the technical side, and so as I say, if I'm a debate team in the US, and I want to speak at between 2 and 3 in the afternoon and build my audience around that, that's going to be something that we can schedule in. That's correct.
Yes, that's correct. So the first opening will be the Zoom rooms. The Zoom rooms can cater from anywhere from 100 audience to 500, depending on the need of the size of the debate that is organized by this university or organization. Now, if that size grow beyond that, then the rest of the family members or whoever that's not in the debate can watch the live feed in either YouTube or in our websites, Word Speech Day or wordspeech.live.
Cool. Okay, great. Well, that sounds like it's going to be a terrific way for people to get involved. And just so that I'm clear, there are two ways, as I understand it, to get involved: either live into the Zoom rooms themselves, or pre-recorded, in the sense that people can record their speeches on video and then upload them. Can you just explain that process to us, or just confirm that there are two ways to get involved?
Okay. Now, in the event that these speakers or this organization can't come in for whatever reason on the live feed, whatever program that they are creating they can record it and send it to a depository. Right now, we are planning to use Vimeo.com because it has the fastest upload and download speed, and it can hold up to tens of terabytes of data. And yeah, I think that should suffice for any event that lasts from 4, 6, or 8 hours. Yeah. So what we can do is, after we receive these programs at the next available time slot after a live, we will slot it in, and it will seem as though it's live as well for those organizations who can't, for whatever reason, can't give us a live feed. Yes. Beyond that, we very much prefer that the organizations can give us a live link, and therefore we can broadcast for them live. Yeah.
And if a school, say, wants to broadcast live, what are the sort of the key bits of equipment that they're going to need? How are they going to be able to connect to you? Do they just need a camera of some sort, either a laptop, desktop, or smartphone, and presumably a connection to the internet? Is that all they need?
Well, that's basically apps and a webcam, at least a 1080p high definition webcam. Of course, the better if they have a digital camera, a digital SLR camera, or a 4K video camera. Even a camcorder works, right? That's connected to tools like StreamYard or Zoom, or even as we are speaking on Get Vocal. Yes, this works well, and configure such that it's tied into our RTMPs. Yeah, we'll create a how-to instruction, knowing what tools they're using, giving them a recommendation of how they can connect the feed to us here in Singapore, right? And either through our Vimeo or through our Blackmagic switches, we're gonna rechannel it back out.
Okay, and can you just give us a few tips on cameras and filming? Is there a particular way that people should film their speeches? Should it be in landscape, in portrait? How best is it for people to film their speeches, to video their speeches rather?
Well, if they are sending us a live feed directly to us, we very much prefer a landscape mode. It's easier for us to gel the images together. Then you will not see the borders by the side or truncated face, top of the head or bottom. Yeah. A landscape mode, if I turn the phone, I'd rather not turn the phone because mess up our interview here.
Yeah. Okay, great. So the preferred format is landscape, both for live speed and I guess also for recording videos. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. For camcorders, digital SLRs, or professional video cameras, they have a 16:9 frame, right? It's a standard setting, right? Most TV are 4:3. Yeah. Most filming for digital SLR cameras, camcorders, or professional or semi-pro cameras, they're using a 16:9 framing.
Okay. That's good. And one other element of the broadcast, which I find is it's going to be particularly fun, is having live streams of the locations themselves of different countries. Could you just give us an insight into what you'll be doing to bring live images from different countries into the program?
Well, what we would advise for them to come into our Zoom room, or either our StreamYard or any of our RTP protocol, which are standard software crossed, so that when they give us a live feed, it definitely channeled our platform here, right? Rather than they have another server, then there will be a bigger that may hit some of the issues. Right? We are all using the same apps on the same platform. The rest is just dependent on Wi-Fi speed or the network speed. Then we have lesser technical challenges to go through.
Yeah, no, forgive me. I meant that as part of the program, you'll be bringing in, as I understand it, live stream feeds from the different nations, so that you'll be showing images of New York or Paris or Tokyo or South Africa, so that there'll be some kind of context to the program, as I understand it.
Right. Okay. Now, so what is happening if there are more than one organization running live stream and live feed? What's going to happen is they will first be channeled into the different social media like YouTube or Facebook, and then we'll do a screen grab on that into our websites, so we can have multiple simultaneous broadcasts at the same time to the websites from different parts of the world running their live event at the same time. I hope that answers your question, Simon.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I was just. I think, as I understand it, there are going to be images brought into the program of streets and maybe something like New York Times Square. If we're on air and talking to people in the United States, there'll be a sense of where the people are being broadcast from. So I think you'll be running that alongside.
Yes, of course. We have encouraged all the speakers who have registered as much as possible in your country of origin or country of birth or country of residence to go outdoors to broadcast their speech to the same platform as us, either using their mobile device, and then yes, it will be outdoor environment. Now, as far as whether Times Square, anybody in New York is going to walk to Times Square and broadcast that, we've yet to see.
Yeah. Okay. So, Peter, well, it's been great to talk to you to get an overview of what's going to be going on. I think it's going to be a very exciting day and a first in terms of bringing so many people together. I don't know of any other speaking competition to bring so many, well, not competition, but speaking event that's been able to bring so many people together. So it's going to be a very exciting day, and I'm sure something of a first for World Speech Day. Any last thoughts for people about contributing and your hopes for the day of what we're going to be able to achieve?
Well, looking at all the numbers that are coming in from Asia and Europe, it sounds very promising. And we have recently a group even from as far as South America who wants to bring in their entire group of Spanish speakers as well. And as I've heard, there are some Chinese and Cantonese speakers who want to form their group to speak. So it's definitely a multilingual speaking event on World Speech Day Live, truly living the spirit of unexpected voices from all over the world, uplifting humanity. And that's why since we have met 3 years ago in 2018 in London, Simon, we've told you we definitely want to see World Speech Day come alive, where the whole world are acting as one and working towards one singular goal, that is to uplift humanity and to make a better world of this little planet we call Earth.
Peter, well, thank you so much, and thank you for everything that your team are doing to bring this broadcast to life. It's going to be a great day, and thank you very much for chatting now. That's been brilliant.
Thank you, Simon. Thank you for calling. I look forward to see you in the next session.
Great, and me too.
Yes.
Me too. Bye now, Peter.